Hi everyone, Janie Bennett here from Gem Auras. Welcome to our channel. This is the channel that's dedicated to crystal healing, angel therapy, the law of attraction and vibrational living. But have you ever wondered how to be happy? Have you ever wondered how to stay positive? Well, if you have, this is the video for you. I'm going to share with you a particular technique that can help you to stay positive all day long. Well, first of all, what we do all need to understand is that we all are energy, we vibrate energy. And what we really need to be doing is to be vibrating at the highest possible frequency that aligns us with source energy. So when we're talking source energy, we are talking about being connected to our higher selves, and this is where it is believed that literally we have the world at our feet if we can just connect to our higher self at this high vibration. And the idea is that our power is right now. The power is always in the now. It's certainly not in the past, and it's not in the future either. We need to harness our power right in this very moment, and then literally we can make miracles happen. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing that we need to do is to make sure that we are fully present. We need to make sure that whatever we are doing in that particular moment, that we are concentrating on it and we are giving it our full energy. Look, I've been guilty of this many times. I'm working away at my computer and maybe one of my sons have come up and asked me a question that's quite important about his schoolwork. And I think I'm listening to him, but at the same time, I'm still tapping away at my keyboard. So really, I'm not focused on either him nor on the task that I had in hand. So that's the first thing to do, is to make sure that we are fully present in whatever we're doing. If your friend or partner or child is speaking to you, stop what you're doing and give them your full attention. That's one example. So whatever we're doing, make sure we are fully focused. Make sure you are fully in that task at hand or that conversation at hand. You may have never done this before. Give it a try and see what happens. So being in that moment and concentrating on that task at hand is very important. Okay, so we're concentrating on what we're doing at that moment. So what is a moment? What I want to do is to suggest to you to break your day down into what we call segment, and this is where segment intending comes into play. So the idea is that as you move through one segment to another, you have a new opportunity to refocus and realign your vibrational energies. So what is a segment? Well, a segment could be when you get up in the morning and you're making your bed. That's your segment. The next segment, when you're brushing your teeth. The next segment, when you're preparing breakfast. So it's as you move from one part of your day to the next, those are your segments. But what I want you to think about doing is to think about what you want from that segment before you just fall into it, find yourself in that segment. Because that's what we find most people are living their lives, is that we stumble into one activity then the next without any thought. We all think that things happen to us and we have no control over them. However, wouldn't it be great if we do have control over them? For example, the phone rings. It's your friend. Now, usually when your friend calls you, she or he has got something quite negative to say, so you can feel yourself preparing for that conversation. Wouldn't it be great when the phone rings, you see the number, you see who's calling, before you even embark on that conversation, you have actually set your intention on how you want to feel during that conversation. You want to make sure that after you finish that conversation, that your vibration is still intact and that person's energy hasn't brought you down, let's say, to their vibrational standpoint. You want to make sure that your energy is going to dominate in that conversation, and your energy is going to stay upbeat. So the way that you do this, the phone rings, you see the number, you sit there for a few moments, and then you visualize in your mind how you want the conversation to go. You visualize how you want to feel during that conversation. And let's just say if it's not going that way, you might want to then say to your friend, hey, give me a few moments, I'm going to call you back. The most important thing here is that you stay true to you and that you stay in your high vibrational being without being affected by someone else. That's all about staying in the now, being present right now and keeping your vibration where you want it to be. So that's one segment. Another idea of a segment could be that you are traveling to work. Of course, you want to make sure that you arrive there safely. So you would say something like, as you're getting into the car, I expect this journey to be enjoyable. I expect this journey to be time that I can spend for myself. I expect this journey to be safe. So you're putting your expectations into play before you've even jumped into the car. Now, I would say most people just get into the car, they're probably grumpy because they feel that, well, you know, there's always going to be traffic when I drive that route to work. There's always going to be something miserable to listen to on the radio. So they've already set themselves into a vibration without realizing it. So take control of that. Take control of that segment. And like I just said, get into the car and say something like, well, I'm going to listen to upbeat music. I'm going to enjoy this time. I'm actually going to enjoy maybe this quiet time as I'm driving along. It's going to be an enjoyable journey. It's going to be a safe journey. So you've actually segmented that part of your day and you've set your expectations in place. So this is the way that you can chunk down your day and stay positive all day long. Look, you know, it's as if I would say to you, okay, I want you to climb Mount Everest. You'd think, goodness me, that is such a huge task. How on earth can I take that on? And that's quite similar to me saying to you, okay, I want you to be positive all day long. It seems a big task because we're looking at the day in its entirety. But if you do chunk it down into segments and do that segment intending, it really is an easier way to set your energy right. Now, maybe you try it tomorrow and you only get up to maybe breakfast time, and then your previous subconscious thinking comes back through and we become negative again. Well, don't worry, because then the day after you've got a new chance to do it. Maybe then you'll get to lunchtime. Maybe all those segments up to lunchtime, you've managed to keep your vibration high. Now, if you practice this day after day after day, time after time again, you'll find that very, very quickly, without even thinking about those segments, they then just automatically start to work the way that you want them to. So back to the example of driving to work, you would then feel that you don't need to segment intend those times because it's so set into your habitual nature now that every time you open the car door, there is an association and an expectation, if you like, that the journey is going to be safe and that the journey is going to be enjoyable and you're going to stay upbeat and vibrating at the highest possible level that you can. So segment intending is the technique that I recommend to use to make sure that you can stay positive all day long. Now, I really do hope that you enjoy this video. Please remember to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any, and maybe join our 21-day to a happier you challenge and check out all the videos in the series, and we'll see you soon.